Hey, how are you too? Today we are going to start the last episode of our kind of SCX24 building project. If you haven't seen the first two episodes, I'm gonna leave some links here for you in order to you to check the upgrades that actually we review on them. But for today, the plan is to walk through the servo we're gonna use, the tires, steering link, bumper, driveshaft, chocks, and wheels. My name is Santiago Salinas, and this is the Stuff RC. Please subscribe. So guys, we're at the end of the road and I'm super excited to see the end result of this whole project. I want to make a quick recap of what we have reviewed for in this series. Pretty much we have the HotRacing chassis, we have the Axial ESC and receiver, the Injora motor and transmission, HobbyPark links, TREAL portal axles with Injora worn gears. By the way, in my first episode I made a mistake and actually I put the right portal on the left side and vice versa, just to let you know. And so let's start and let's see the end result of this whole adventure. For the wheels of this project, we are going to use the MeusRacing Metal and Brass 1.0 Beadlock wheels. These wheels has a 4mm hex adapter extender. Therefore, you have the option to keep the width of the vehicle or extend it in a total of 8mm. For the tires, we're going to use the HobbyPark 1.0 tires para number X003FF-UDV9. The tires feel soft and sticky, yet the foam feels a little bit stiff. The combined weight of the wheels is 72 grams. The wheel kit gives you two different lengths of screws depending on the setting you want to use. In my case, I decided to use the 4mm extenders. Here you can see the weight comparison between the stock tires and wheels against the ones we are using for this project. We are going to use the stock chocks, part number AXI31612. Inside the bag, we are going to find the actual chocks and the pivot screws required to install them. For the drive shaft, I decided to go to the stock option XAI31611. Inside the bag, you will have two different options, the one for the C10 and the one for the Gladiator.
I didn't like where I installed the chocks, therefore I reallocate them in order to get more articulation. For the servo and servo mount, I decided to go for the DKKY set. The part number is the X003 AWOW60. The machining in the servo mount is pretty good and the anodized red looks great. They also provide you with the necessary hardware, and the servo horn shares the same characteristics of the servo mount. Finally, you will find an Emax servo that in my opinion is the servo where you get the best value for your money. I had to remove the portals in order to be able to screw the shocks. One of the chassis links was blocking the travel of the axles, therefore I had to reallocate it. I had a spare stock transmitter, so I decided to use it for this project. To link the transmitter, you have to press and hold the link button, then turn on the transmitter and the receiver. Since we are using portals, we have to invert the rotation of the motor. You simply have to switch the wires. Finally, I decided to add a bumper to this rig. For the bumper mount, we are gonna use the TREAL Hobbies part number X003-7WIZZV. Inside the bag, we are gonna find the bumper mount and the necessary hardware to install it. As expected from TREAL Hobbies, the machining is outstanding. I realized that this chassis is too short to accept a bumper mount, so I designed and 3D print a couple of extensions. We're going to use the DKKY bumpers for the SCX24. The part number is X003VS7CKZ. Inside the bag, we're gonna find the front bumper with 2 LED slots, the rear bumper with also 2 LED slots, 4 LEDs, and the necessary hardware to install them. For this rig, we're gonna use the front bumper only. As you can see, the extensions do not interfere with the travel of the axle. In my opinion, the lower part of the bumper is too flat. Normally, I'm expecting an angle there in order to lift the nose of the vehicle.
So I feel pretty happy with the end result of this project. This rig is pretty amazing, it's great, I really love it. So after the first usage, I have some comments for you. The first one is the motor. I think a 05066 Torn motor is the best option for you. You can get them for anywhere from $9 to $13, and you have plenty of torque. They are super smooth. They are great for this kind of rigs. So that's a pretty clever upgrade to do. The other thing I want to share is that, as you saw in this series, this rig is pretty much made from aluminum entirely. So what's the result of that? There are two things that I didn't like. The first one is, as you can see, I will say the biggest mass is allocated in the middle, in this axle right here in the middle. So the meaning of that is that actually that is above your axles, the axle of your wheels, right? So what is happening with that is, like, when you start climbing, right, the vector of the weight start moving in this way up here, so until it flips. That's a con. And the other thing related with that is all the weight of this truck is pretty much, if you cut the truck in half right here, right, the most part of the weight is on the back part of the rig. So the result of that is, for example, if you have the ground right here, right, and you hit a surface like this one, the truck comes here, it will climb quite easily at the beginning, but then the rear tires will hook in this surface, right? And what is going to happen, since the truck doesn't have enough weight on the front, it will lift the front wheels and then it will flip again. So how can we fix that problem? Is pretty much adding weight on the front. Of course, you can add brass to the wheels, for example. I actually contact TREAL Hobbies, and they have an upgrade for these portal axles. They have brass for the external portals, and they were kind enough to send me a set of them in order to test them. So the other thing you can do is also put a brass on the diff cover. That's another really good upgrade. That was another thing I wanted to share with you that actually is important if you decided to go with this kind of chassis. This problem will be in this kind of chassis that is made from metal. There's some other upgrades made from carbon fiber that actually I will say that you won't have that problem or not as bad as it is with this one. Yet I don't want to say that it's a bad upgrade. I'm just sharing with you what I found once I used the car, right? The other thing I want to mention is this bumper. This bumper looks great. I mean, it's pretty nice. It will, but it has a small problem that actually I found. For example, when you hit a surface, right, as you can see, I don't know if you can see it right here, there's this small angle right here. So that helps you to, when you hit a surface, to lift the nose of the truck, right, in order to climb. But the problem is that actually this area right here is flat. So even though at the beginning it makes the move to lift the nose of the truck, once it hits this surface, it gets stuck. The other thing I want to mention is this brand, DKKY. This is the second project where I use this brand, and this is a budget-friendly brand, but the quality I have found in their parts is really good. So I highly recommend that brand, and they are really good. They are good. The Emax servos, that for me is the best option for the SCX24. It's a really good servo and it's extremely cheap. You can find it even for, if you go, you can find it for even $4, $5 in AliExpress or eBay, even in Amazon. So this is a great upgrade too. That for me is the first upgrade you have to do in an SCX24, the servo, and go for this one, the Emax. You won't get any better for the money. What else I want to mention? The tires, the wheel and tires. So first, the wheels. The wheels looks amazing. I mean, these are from this brand. I hope I pronounce it well. It's MEUS. So this wheel looks amazing. They have an extender that actually will give you around 8 millimeters of offset on the wheels in total, right? 4 and 4. And just the way they look, they are pretty nice. They are great. They are made with a lot of, you can sense the quality on them, and I really like these wheels. I mean, I highly recommend them. And you have the two options, as I said. You can use that extender, that 4 millimeters extender, and you can just remove it and just keep the original width of the truck. That was a great surprise. And so let's go to the tires. The tires are HobbyPark tires. These tires also were a pleasant surprise. I won't say that they are like you can replace a HotRacing with these tires, but they are really good. I will say like from 1 to 5, I will give a good 4 to them. I mean, they are sticky, they are soft, they perform pretty well in this rig. So what else I have to say? I think that pretty much the only thing that I have left to say is thank you very much to watch this whole series. Thank you for the likes you've been giving me. Please subscribe. That will be super helpful for us in order to continue giving you like advices and continue this kind of projects. And so I think that's it, guys, and thank you very much. I hope these videos were helpful for you, and see you next week. Take care, guys.